I'm gonna open up with again. I'm not the best reader. So stay with me a little bit. Media and crime. Rock.
Intro. My name is Rocco, and today I will be discussing the influence of media and television on social perceptions of crime and violence. This presentation will explore how media shapes our understanding of crime, induces fear in us, reinforces social labels, and how theoretical pers- per- perspectives help us analyze these phenomena. Knowledge development. So, in this course, my understanding of influence of mass percent, it's been deepened. So I really didn't know much. I just kind of had an understanding, obviously, what it was. I didn't know too much about all the behind the series stuff, so that was good. Some examples from Dolliver's article examining the relationship between media consumption, fear of crime, and support of controversial crime justice policies. This highlights media consumption can skew public perceptions and public and policy support. This article shows that heavily policies highlights how media consumptions can skew public perceptions and policy support. So I'm going to bring in, tie in some John Curra here. He often amplifies by media portrayals. This can lead to a lack of public understanding and increased support in disciplinary measures. So again, if people don't know that much, they're going to just jump with the wave. So when people are hopping on Curra's wave, people are going to keep going. So an example of this is 68% of heavy media consumers believe that violent crimes were increasing, while 42% light media consumers. That's because of when you're constantly watching this type of stuff, it's going to keep popping up on your feed. That's the problem. So if that's not what you're interested into, it's not going to pop up on your feed. But when you're liking it, when you just follow the people that are posting about the certain type of things, it's going to keep popping up. Media induct fear of crime. Does mass media create unaware levels of fear and crime? Research shows it does. So, from Intro's article investigating the relationship between societal media consumption's fear of crime, this indicates that social media heightens fear of crime among young adults. Historically, sensationalist reporting has contributed to a population of fear, which continues today. This is straight, like, again, when these people that you're following post this stuff, you're jumping on their wave. And again, it's inducing fear in the people that constantly are seeing this stuff because they're constantly seeing it. They think it's happening everywhere, every day, every second. But those people that aren't watching this type of stuff, they don't see it as such of a risk and they aren't as frightened as. So again, Curra's book supports this by explaining how media sensationalism can create moral picnics and lead to public to perceive crime rates are higher than they actually are. Well, we need to demand law enforcement responsibilities. So an example of this is 62% of young adults who frequently use social media experience magnifying fear of crime compared to 45% of those that use social media less. So again, when you're on social media, you're using it, that's just what you're going to see. Uh, Perceptions of crime and social labels. Media reinforces social labels as stereotypes. Carpenter's article, Construction of the Crack Mother Icon, discusses how media narratives during the crack epidemic creating a lasting negative and stereotypes of African American women. So pretty much there was a girl that obviously an African American woman that got in trouble for crack cocaine, and next thing you know, she is being stereotyped on every type of platform. 85 of the percent of the media stories about crack cocaine mentioned an African American mother. It could have been one person out of, let's say, 10, so that's 10%. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because now you are just being labeled and thrown into this specific group because of crack cocaine and even being just African American. So another article is Slaves falling away from disaster, disability deviance narratives in America crime control. This also has to do with disabled people getting attacked and thrown into a specific group, which again, now going to an example of our research found that 75% of media coverage on disabled relative crime stories frame the individuals with disabilities either being the victims or perpetrators. So again, getting thrown in a specific group just because of something you have as a disability. Comparative analysis, comparing the peer-reviewed articles with the text by John Cora, the related of deviance, the data from Borough Justice both covered coverage and deviance in perspectives. Cura provides a broad sociology framework, while BJS data offers and Pollock's. So we're going to jump down to Cora's group combined with Searles and Slay's articles demonstrates the media role in perpetuating deviant labels and social control mechanisms. So all those articles are coming together pretty much, and to say that that's the media's role. Theoretical perspectives. Theoretical perspectives help us understand the media's role. The functionalist perspective suggests that media serves to inform the public and maintain social order and brighter crimes and deviant. Conflict theory argues the media perpetuates power imbalances by shaping narratives by benefit the elite and marginalizing the vulnerable. So that is, they're going for the vulnerable, and those elite, they stay elite. That's how they're running their little program. So from Cura's text, it provides a comprehensive overview of these theoretical perspectives, and by emphasizing that understanding deviant requires analyzing how different societal forces interact and define in response to deviant behaviors. So that we're going like hand in hand, we're trying to figure out how that goes together. So from the Bureau of Justice statistics, I went with just pretty much just crime rates. So you got from 2008 to 21, you got white people, black people, Hispanic people, Asian, Native American, Hawaiian, Pacific Islander, and then people with 2 different races. So it's all going out of 1,000 people. You got white people with 19.8 per 1,000, black people with 19.4, Hispanic 18.4, and then other Pacific Islander 9.8. The people with more than one race, that's obviously going to be higher at 54.8 per 1,000. And then the crime differences, which is it's pretty crazy. Higher rates for black 2.8 and Hispanic 2.5 persons more than a white person, even though there's a great, probably a bigger pool of white people. And then sample assault, higher rates for white people, 13.3 compared to black with 19.3, and Hispanic 10.6 people. So that's pretty much just going off of that there's that many people more than the different type of race. So most violent innocent incidents involved offenders in the same race. So this is crazy. White victims, mostly white offenders, at 8.7 million. Black victims, mostly black, 1.9. Look at that crazy drop. It's a gnarly drop with Hispanic, mostly Hispanic offenders, 1.4. So in conclusion, the media significantly influences social perceptions of crime and violence. It shapes our fears, reinforces stereotypes, and impacts policy. Understanding these dynamics through theoretical lens provides a comprehensive view of the media's role in society. By critically examining media content and its effects, we can work towards a more informed and ethical society. Cura's insight reminds us that deviance is not an inherent quality, but a label assigned by society, often influenced by powerful media narratives. When people with power, they stay with power. And then these are my reference slides. Thank you.